first off, how was it being back in New Zealand for filming? How was that whole experience like to go back there again? And I even heard you got to visit the Lord of the Rings set while you were there. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, honestly, New Zealand is always going to have a special, very special place in my heart because not only is it beautiful there, but the people there are just amazing. And again, not only did I get really close with the cast, but the New Zealand crew I got really, really close with because they're all so lovely and so sweet. And I went to the Lord of the Rings set both times for the first movie and the second movie. And the second time I got to bring my entire family, which was so awesome. And I really hope I get to go back to New Zealand because I love it there. And everyone should go visit New Zealand one day.
That's awesome. And I have to ask because obviously I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and I know Lord of the Rings still has a special place in my heart. But are you more of a Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings fan? I gotta know because those are like that's always the debate people always talk about.
Yeah, I love Lord of the Rings the most just because I watched it first and they're really important movies to my dad. So I just also kind of just fell in love with those movies. And I think I watched Harry Potter after I watched Lord of the Rings. I'm not sure. I might have watched the first one before Lord of the Rings, but then I finished it after I watched Lord of the Rings. And I love Harry Potter. I think that those movies are so cool. And I'm a Hufflepuff,
You
just to
know,
let you know.
really? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, you took the test
Um,
online, right?
yeah, I did. And I did the hat at Warner Bros., which was pretty cool.
Oh, that's amazing. That's so cool. Well, I gotta say congratulations with this movie because I watched it as soon as it came out, and as always, because I'm always trying to support you and your sister, your films, and again, you did a phenomenal job. This movie was awesome. I like how the tone was a little different. It was more like an action comedy.
Oh, yeah.
I laughed a lot more in this one. It was hilarious. But a lot has changed since the last film. You know, Katie's almost a teenager, and in this one, we really see her going through a bit of like a rebellious phase. You know, speaking up more,
Yeah.
pushing back, stepping into her own. Now that you're also a teenager, did you find yourself connecting with Katie in that way at all?
I think it definitely helps that obviously we both got older for sure, and we're both I am a teenager and Katie is almost a teenager, which is pretty cool. And Katie also does Aikido and now she plays soccer, which I play soccer in real life, which is awesome and totally helped. And yeah, she's rebelling against her Aunt Gemma because she has some overly strict rules on technology. But I mean, after what happened with Megan, I honestly don't blame her, so
Yeah,
it's okay.
absolutely, absolutely, and obviously, your dynamic, obviously with Allison Williams. I saw that you guys get along so well together, and I even saw that you guys bonded over being Swifties. Is that true too?
We are both big Taylor Swift fans. We were always listening to her music and we would just talk about her albums and like what we think her lyrics would mean. And that definitely helped us bond a little bit more. But Allison is just a really funny person. Like I've never had a funnier co-star because I'm a super sarcastic person and she kind of like matched my humor a little bit and she took such great care of me and was always super welcoming. And I think what really helps me get into like characters and stuff and just live in the moment is to be working with people that you really love and you feel close to. Like Amy, who was inside of Megan, I knew my best friend was behind all that stuff, and we're best friends in the movie and best friends in real life, which just really helped. And I think it totally shows on camera.
Megan, her role kind of shifts a bit too, right? Like she's still protective over Katie, but now she's going up a much bigger threat, and it kind of gives like Terminator 2 vibes. I'm not sure if you've seen Terminator 2, but like that, like is it's amazing to see like when you watch Terminator 2, Arnold protecting John Connor from the T-1000. So was it fun exploring that version of Megan, which kind of is like fighting off a different, more bigger threat?
Yeah, I thought it was it was a blast on set. There was a lot of different versions of Megan this time, which I think was really cool. And she had new outfits. Like that was my favorite part in my opinion. And I think obviously Katie is not going to forget that Gemma or Megan tried to kill my aunt with a tablet pen. But besides that, Katie, a lot of people tell her that she's like a bunch of ones and zeros and she doesn't really feel anything, but Katie sees way more than that. And Katie's one of the reasons why Megan gets a second chance to go face to face with Amelia because they all know that no one's gonna beat Amelia unless we have Megan. So we need her.
Yeah, it was no, it was awesome to see that to see them go at each other was really cool, and obviously AI is a big theme in this movie, especially with Amelia as the villain. We've also seen AI show up as a threat in other recent films, like the recent Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, where like the entity takes over nuclear weapons. What do you think it is about AI that makes it such a perfect villain in stories today?
I don't know. I think it's it's a super cool thing, but when you think about it, it's also really creepy. Like when in the first movie, I didn't know what AI was, didn't know that existed. And then in the second movie, I knew what it was. And I feel like after people watch this film, they might be a little bit more cautious with how far we're going with technology and AI and how much we use of it. And I think what's so like, you know how we love our phones so much, but they're also like, we probably shouldn't be on them. But that's what AI is to me, because people are like, oh, this might be dangerous, but it's also like really cool at the same time. So it's like hard to, I don't know, go forward with it, I guess, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know, because it's like and I think it's also because it's also unpredictable, and it like and how it's evolving so fast. I think that's also what
Yeah.
scares me too. It's like I don't know if you Chat GPT. It's like that's just how powerful it is. I remember like last year, if you tell it like, oh, make a picture of this, it would come out kind of like looking weird. Now it's like you say like make a picture of something, it looks so crystal clear. It's like
It's so creepy.
I wonder how it's gonna evolve and keep going. I think that's what also makes it kind of like eerie. That's what the word is
Yeah.
for me. It's eerie, you know?
Perfect
Yeah.
word.
If you had the chance to design your own version of Megan from scratch, what would she look like? Like, what would she wear? What kind of personality would she have? You could totally go wild with it. Like, change her hair, accessories. I want to know what you would do.
Okay, so I think I would make her look like my age, and I guess Megan doesn't, she can look like any age, whatever. But I think I would make her brunette because I would love to see Megan Doll as brunette, and she would help me with my hair and makeup and my outfits, and I would just like everyone would like want to take my outfit inspo, but really it's Megan's outfit inspo, and I would give her fake nails because I think that would just work perfectly for Megan. I wish we gave her fake nails, honestly, in the second film, but it's okay. And another one. And I think, oh, I would totally make her like a soccer teammate on my soccer team because she would obviously dominate and she might hurt someone, which is the only bad part. But I think that would be perfect. I would love, no, I would not love to have Megan in real life, but like if I had to, I think she would help me with
I think
that.
for soccer terms, I mean, she'd probably get a red card in the first minute of the game.
There
So
you go.
I mean,
Yeah.
like she would dominate, but for how long? That's the question.
There you go.
Well, Violet, honestly, I want to thank you once again, because you're always so nice and gracious to come on the podcast and like, just spend some few moments with me to talk about, this amazing movie. And I'm so excited to see what else you got coming out. I know your sister has the Black Phone 2 coming out, which I'm really excited for.
Yep.
And yeah, we got to stay in touch for the next one. Thank you so much once
Yes.
again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Take it easy, okay?